Thank you so much. I'm Kara of Karacature Designs. To self-describe, I'm a white woman with long black hair, probably a few too many grays for my age, and I'm wearing a beige polka dot sweater and white earrings. To be totally honest with you all, I'm pretty new to digital art, but I'm really excited to talk about it publicly for the first time with you tonight. So I'm going to walk you through a few slides here. But to give you a little bit of background on me, in my day job, I work as a community manager, and I've always really loved bringing people together in a meaningful way. In fact, I started doing that when I was only 6 years old. And while most kids were setting up lemonade stands outside their homes, I actually set an art stand up outside my grandparents' house. And I tried to sell my drawings, which were more like scribbles, to innocent neighbors passing by. And I did this every day for a whole summer and racked up more quarters for my change purse than I probably deserved. But it wasn't until this past year, which is almost 20 or more than 20 years later, that I reconnected with my passion for art. I moved to Jersey City at the very beginning of the pandemic, and that's when I turned to digital art as a coping mechanism and a stress release during everything while the world was kind of shutting down. And I was really nervous to share my work publicly at first because I was teaching myself and I was still learning. But once I finally mustered up the courage to share it to Instagram, it became something bigger that I now call Karacature Designs. So in addition to drawing, this year I've spent a lot of time exploring Jersey City on long walks around the neighborhood with my partner. And I started to get really inspired by the scenery, the people, the small businesses. So today I'm going to share with you a few of my favorites. So I typically do custom work, mostly digital illustration. So portraits, pets, partners, and pals, typically helping people capture their special memories and moments through my art. And more recently, I've gotten tired of my plain white walls on all of my work from home Zoom calls. So I started creating these custom Zoom backgrounds. You can see one pictured here and also one behind me currently. And I really like these because they keep things colorful and they help you add a little bit of personality. Some of these are actually inspired by my own apartment, but I've made them for others inspired by their apartments, their office spaces, and sometimes even just vision boards, which has been really fun. And then I've also created some pieces based on the things around Jersey City that I've found outside of my apartment. So this piece was inspired by a day I spent in Liberty State Park. And obviously my view at the time wasn't as up close, but it was still beautiful and inspired me to draw the Statue of Liberty. And this one is from a local ice cream shop called Milk Sugar Love. They have delicious ice cream. They even deliver. They have these amazing like ice cream cookie sandwiches, but they're a great small business and definitely have admired the way they've kept things going through the pandemic. And this is inspired by Treehouse Coffee, which not only has great coffee, but a great aesthetic. So I really liked the colors in this one, and it was a ton of fun to draw. And then this last slide is a collection of drawings and sort of like a mood board for me, inspired by different places and faces around downtown Jersey City. So I really liked the way all the colors work together and use that as inspiration. And that's really all I got for you. Thank you so much for joining tonight. I wish I could meet you all in person, but if you want to follow along with my work, you can follow me at Karacature Designs on Instagram, and I'll share my information in the chat as well. Thanks.